Man, what a game, what a game, what a game. Raptors finally win in big time fashion, 121-103 over the LA Clippers. This was kind of expected, even though Kyle Lowry was out. The LA Clippers were coming off a back-to-back, and it's an early game in Toronto since the Super Bowl is happening. You didn't want the Toronto game and the Super Bowl to overlap, so whoever made the schedule planned that in advance, and the Raptors played an early game. And honestly, the Clippers looked fatigued out there. They really were sloppy and didn't play strong. And Tobias Harris, who's their best player, was beat up a little bit. He had his shoulder injury and didn't look like the Tobias Harris that you know that's scoring 21 points per game. But the Raptors did not take that for granted and took advantage and won this game by big. The Raptors starters did not play more than 30 minutes in this game. And then you had the bench production from the Raptors really fueling the Raptors' big win tonight. The bench production led by DeLon Wright and CJ Miles was fantastic. CJ Miles hit multiple threes once again. And then DeLon Wright's craftiness, just able to get into the lane, find guys, finish off some high-flying plays, especially those offensive rebounds, which he has a knack of jumping on. He was doing it all tonight. DeLon Wright was aggressive, and he had the right mix of hesitation, finding the right guys, hitting the little mid-range. He was doing it all today. Really looked like a solid player. If he plays with that same aggressiveness, the Raptors could go far with their bench production. VanVleet stepped up for Kyle Lowry's absence, and honestly, he came out and he was aggressive looking for a shot, and that's exactly what the Raptors need. He has a good shot. He's one of the better shooters on this team, and if he's aggressively looking for a shot, teams gotta respect it. And he was setting up Serge Ibaka and other guys great tonight. 7 assists from him from the point guard spot, and that's exactly what the Raptors needed. I wish Kyle Lowry played a little more like what VanVleet did today, where he was just taking what the defense gave him and was aggressively looking for a shot instead of being a little more passive and trying to get everybody else going. If Kyle Lowry plays more aggressively to score, then he can find other people much easier. If he's just looking for a shot more, then teams will start closing in, and everybody expects Kyle Lowry to pass at this point. But honestly, Kyle Lowry has a good shot, and you just gotta take it. The Raptors could definitely use that offense. And the Raptors, if you've seen the stats, the Raptors started 20-4 this season, but the next 29 games, the Raptors' offense has been average around 15th in the NBA. So the Raptors definitely got to pick up that offensive production. The Raptors won this game because they executed their game plan. First off, they ran the Clippers off the three-point line. Clippers shot only 12 threes in this game, which is a shock in modern NBA for a team to shoot only 12 threes. And the Clippers only made 2 of them. So you're not really going to beat most teams shooting that kind of percentage. And the Raptors did not shoot the 3-ball that well, but they did win the home run ball today. They hit 9 threes compared to the Clippers' 2 threes. So that's a big advantage there. Raptors dominated the boards tonight. Almost 20 plus on the rebounding category. Just a great big time advantage the Raptors took care of today. And honestly, against a team that's fatigued, you should be beating them up on the boards. And they capitalized on the fast breaks, easy points, and big time advantages you can take against a team that's a little tired and beat up on their back-to-back. Nick Nurse was talking about throughout this game that the Raptors cannot rely on their offense, instead need to depend on their defense. And in that first quarter, the bench came out and they had a drought, an offensive drought that you've never seen. Raptors allowed that 12-point lead to just diminish, and it became a tie game after the first quarter. But the bench did not get down in the dumps. Instead, they responded, and in that second quarter, they came out strong, built a lead, and then handed it to the starters, who played well today. Kawhi Leonard, off one of his worst games of the season, really played well after that second quarter, because in that first quarter, he seemed like he was trying to get into the rhythm of things as well, allowing the game to come towards him. Instead, he's got to take it, be aggressive, and that's exactly what he did onwards after that first quarter, and was really scoring well, especially from the outside. He was just shooting threes after threes. It was really looking good. Danny Green came back, did not hit a 3 today, but was providing some good defense and great ball movement all around. But the main reason Raptors won this game, I'll still say again, their bench production, DeLon Wright, his craftiness, and then you had Greg Monroe actually give you some positive minutes this time around. OG Anunoby is still something. I'm not sure what he is doing right now. He made a couple good passes, but I don't know if he's hesitating. I don't know if he's really comfortable shooting the three. I don't know if he should be playing the power forward position. It's just it looks uncomfortable the way he's playing, and looks kind of nervous, and it doesn't feel right the way he's playing basketball right now. I'm not sure what Nick Nurse's goal is for OG this year, but it just wasn't looking anything great, because OG thrived in that 3 spot last year in the starting lineup, but now it's a transition to the 4 spot on the second unit. It's a tough transition altogether, and you might have to play CJ Miles at the 4 and maybe sit down OG, but I understand that OG is important for this team's success going forward, because you're going to have OG guard some power forwards, some stronger players, and guard some of the more agile wings like a Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown. You got to see what your opponent's coming up, and honestly, OG's development is key to that. So OG probably still has to play. You cannot bench him, and he needs to knock down some shots, or else people are not going to respect him, and his handle isn't the greatest. He should go back to that spin move that was giving him success most of the season and try getting to the rim more often. Otherwise, the Raptors did a great job of taking care of business against a good team and without Kyle Lowry. Now the Raptors just got to get healthy. JV apparently has been coming back and he's been practicing, but there's still not a set timeline when he's going to come back. And another tidbit for Raptor fans out there, Serge Ibaka finally hit a 3. He was on a 7-game cold streak of not hitting a 3 in a game, but finally he hit it, and he hit it with confidence. So maybe this breaks him out of his slump as the Raptors move forward onto a big game against Philadelphia. Until next time, Raptor fans. Peace. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to the Raptors Wrap Up. Smash that like button, guys. Until next time. Deuces.